You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 205, posted September 2019. A closet full of corpses.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I'm your Dungeon Master, Tony Sindelar. Dragonforge and Associates are reunited and pressing deeper and deeper into a strange lizard folk temple or something in search of a clue about Rutherford Ornbrusk. Alestrin, the ever-vigilant rogue, has poked around a corner and spotted some lizard folk interlopers. They have yet to spot him. Will Dragonforge and Associates use this to their advantage, or will they fumble it and no doubt pay the price? Let's find out right now when we play some Dungeons and Dragons!
I thought Alestrin was a ranger.
Let me introduce our players in order of how I feel about them. Starting with Steve Lutz.
Oh, I'm your favorite, huh?
I did not specify what the order was.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm your favorite. Hey, it's me, Steve Lutz. I'm playing Alestrin. I guess I'm a rogue now?
It's Erica Ensign.
I was a rogue. Maybe I'm a ranger now. No, I'm playing Flessa, a human rogue that has a tiny little salamander.
News. Yeah, it's Sarah Barber.
Hi, I'm playing Riswin, a Dwarven cleric who really has a terrible hangover right now.
It's been like a day. That should have helped. I guess the rocks didn't help.
Didn't help. I did drink a lot.
Yeah. It's Jason Snell.
Hi, I am Jason. I am playing Bahamut, the glorious platinum dragon god.
Oh, nope, rein it in.
Can we do that?
Oh, nope. Right. That's just on my shield. That's Peter Dragonforge. That was a dream that Peter has had more than once.
And finally, it's Monty Ashley.
I'm Tony's least favorite. I'm playing Melik, the tiefling wizard.
Again, he didn't specify.
I did not specify. We don't know what feelings I'm having right now. So, Alestrid, you have peeked around the corner and seen three lizard folk with strange staff-like weapons far across this series of pits from you. That's right, not just one pit, two pits. That's the kind of adventuring budget I'm using here. Alestrin, does the map
deal?
Yeah, does the map make sense to you? Can you see stuff okay?
I mean, other than the fact that there's two pits here, I mean, it seems like overkill.
Yeah, I will tell you, it does look like there might be little alcoves off of the left and right side of that walkway in the middle, and you can see that there's kind of a hallway beyond the pits that the lizard folk are hanging out in.
Is that the only way that I see that looks like an exit out of this room?
It does seem to be
other than the doors we came through.
Yeah, other than the doors you came through, there are no other obvious entrances or exits to this mossy hallway where you find yourself.
All right, I pull back from the corner and let everybody know. Quietly.
Is there a way to get across those pits? I think you mentioned something about a walkway or something, but there's not anything on the map.
Walkway, but I think his budget ran out because of the pits.
They're nice pits.
They're really, really nice pits.
Hey, how deep are those pits? Did I notice that?
You did not notice how deep the pits were.
How deep is your pit? I'd like to go back up and look around the corner and see how deep the pits are.
Give me a stealth check again.
Sure.
This place is the pits.
That is a 32. 31.
How is that possible?
I got a natural 20 and I'm plus 11 stealth.
You stealth Tony to death there.
No.
Hey, we finally have a death.
Total Dungeon Master kill. You peek down the pits. The lizard folk don't seem to notice you. The pits only seem like they're about 20 feet deep, but there are there's some spikes at the bottom.
Do they seem like sharp spikes?
There does not appear to be any obvious path across the pits other than, many of you have abilities that allow you to fly and leap and teleport and I don't know, all kinds of other nonsense.
Wait, what happened to the walkway is the thing in between the two pits.
Sorry, there's in between there's the thing that makes it two pits and not just one big pit.
Is that okay?
Is that there's kind of a walkway.
I hear there's going to be a Between Two Pits movie.
The jumping rules are
Sounds
on page
great.
182 if anybody needs them.
Thank you, Erica.
Peter is really bad at it. Also, there are lizard folk over there. Do we want? I mean, we can't just like start jumping across the pit. We're gonna need to either get their attention or
The lizard folk lady that we met was really nice until she turned into a giant pile of snakes. Did you say you met some lizard folk? Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe these are their friends.
they didn't turn into snakes.
Just to be clear, Erica, that was not lizard folk.
Yeah, that was a drow.
Yeah.
That's
The
right, I
lizard
forgot.
folk we met,
Whatever.
With Shostek, it was the second time.
Yeah.
Did not seem to get along with other lizard folk. They left in a boat.
They seem to kind of warn you off about the dangers of going into the temple.
Also, I should point out that that's totally in character for drow. They're doing stuff like turning into snakes all the time.
Flessa was actually getting the drow confused with the dragonborn who left and thinking the dragonborn was a
I like the idea
lizard
that you
folk.
were double confused. That seemed in character for Flessa.
Yep.
Also, a casual drow racism from Lestrin.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I've got some magical thing I could try against the lizard folk at the other end of the corridor if you want.
just to make it clear, the pits are 15 feet wide, and then there's a 10-foot pathway in, and then there's another 15-foot wide pit, and so it's about 45 feet to the lizard folk. How's that?
Everybody ignore those mysterious words that just happened. Getting back to the in-character discussion, I have some magical thing I could try. Is everybody okay with that?
I would like to, having dungeoneered before and seeing that this is just a pathway that maybe people walk through, I'm going to see if I can find anything that might, I don't know, reveal some kind of walkway. Otherwise, why
You're
are
gonna
there
look for like a
giant pits here?
mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I roll a
But just-
dungeoneering check for that?
Don't go where
Yeah,
they
you
can
can.
see you.
The challenging thing is how far you want to move out from, because obviously if you're at the end of the hallway, they'll just see you.
Right.
So,
I rolled a 23 in engineering.
yes. All right, so that is real good. So Riz, when you kind of move over to the corner where Olestrin was and peek around, so you look around, there doesn't seem to be any kind of obvious like mechanisms or switches or levers, but I will tell you, because that was a real good roll.
Thank you.
You notice there's some kind of like grooves or indentations on the edge of the pit, and you see similar ones on the far edge of the pit, and it suggests to you that there's probably some kind of walkway that has been removed that was in place here.
I relay this to my companions.
Is there anything around in this
Quietly.
room that we didn't notice? Like maybe a board leaning against the wall? It's about 15 feet long.
Nope, it seems like the current hallway that you're in is mainly corpse storage right now. That's like how it's currently being used.
How
That's
tall
not
are these
probably what it was
doors?
designed for.
Could we
perhaps-
weave those together to make a walkway? I've got rope.
I strongly recommend
Let's not
dealing
do
with
that.
the
They've got to be
lizard folk on
stiff
the
by
other-
now. It's been a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, is this a dead end? We have no other way. This hallway ends, and the only way is that it turns into the pits.
It turns
I-
south. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't look over here. So there might be some kind of secret passageway to go around. I don't know.
I think it might be safe to infer that there were walkways over these pits, and somebody has taken them away, possibly taken those walkways to the south.
Peter
to
nods to
discourage
Melik.
people from going this way.
Says Melik, yeah. Let's
So
do
you
your-
could be
do your
discouraged and
best.
go home.
I don't feel that discouraged. I think we can solve this one.
Melik's got magic at range. Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
I want
I would
Boss to
like-
make them glow.
I'm not going to make them glow. That's so obvious.
Aww.
I'm going to wander out here.
Okay. Are you going to do anything stealthy, or are you just going out there?
Step one was wandering out here.
Okay. The lizard folks see you, and they're rolling initiative. How's that?
Do I get to roll initiative?
I would recommend it. So the the lizard folk apparently were pretty surprised to see you, because they did not roll great on initiative.
19.
So Melik, we're gonna focus on you and the lizard folk for now, and then maybe the other folks will join after one round. So you rolled considerably better than the lizard folks. So I guess that you were expecting to see them more than they were expecting to see you, which makes sense. So you've caught them somewhat unawares. You're looking. You see there's two kind of to the left and right of the corner, and one straight ahead. So potentially you might have a hard time hitting the ones around the corners, but there's one straight ahead of you, right? You see all that?
Yep.
All right.
I hold my orb aloft, and it fills with swirls and cloudy images, and I cast hypnotism on this guy right in the middle.
All right.
There's a 12 versus will. Bad roll.
His will is a little bit better than that.
Then this didn't work.
Okay. Does anything adverse happen to him or no?
No, this is an at will, so when I miss,
All
nothing
right.
happens. But when I hit, I will be able to slide him 3 squares, which I don't think he will like.
No, he will not like that. Wait, that's hypnotism? Hypnotism is walk into a pit?
Well, that or use a free action to attack your buddy, but in this
Okay.
case, sliding him seems a lot more funny.
Yes, it would. So also we would then get to engage in a debate about do you slide him 3 squares into the middle of the pit or 1 square just to the edge of the pit? And like, when does he start falling? Good news, Melik. All of the lizard folk have seen you and are going to try to murder you.
Okay.
This also may affect other people, so let me just check. Alestrin, you are standing next to Melik?
I think so, although at one point
I'm
Rizwin came
standing
up and, yeah, we're on top of each other.
Why
at
don't
the
you
moment.
guys position yourselves so you're not all in the same square, but it seems like you're probably all near
Yeah.
Melik, right?
I am next to Melik.
Yeah.
Okay.
She took that
All right.
square when she leaned around the corner. last time.
The lizard folk that you attempted to hypnotize Melik, he kind of like shakes his head and he takes his little stick that he has, his staff, and he whirls it around and he fires a bolt of lightning in your direction.
Sparkle ouchie.
Melik, how does 20 verse reflex sound?
It sounds like I need to look at my shield spell and see if that does anything. Where are you, shield? Oh, that's just AC. That will hit, so I will have to use Infernal Wrath on him instead.
All right. So you're going to light him on fire because he
How
has
dare
tickled
you
Yes.
attack me?
How dare you shoot lightning at me? I will shoot a small amount of fire at you in return.
Yeah. He's going to take 7.
All right.
And technically a burst 10, so by the description, that whole area just erupts in fire, but only one guy gets hit.
Only one
I
guy gets
think.
hit. All right. So, the bad news, Melik, is you zap him with fire. You also feel electricity course through your body to the tune of 12 lightning and radiant damage. Also, it kind of discharges from you, and Rizwin and Alestrin, you take 5 lightning damage also.
Hey, do we not get to save?
Nope, it just happens.
I don't like
that
that.
sucks. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't like that at all.
How dare you?
Sparkle ouchie.
The other 2 lizard folk down there are going to attempt to do the same thing.
Can I?
Mm.
And I can't shift out of the way.
Mm-mm. So this is gonna be let's see. So I guess they're targeting Melik with each of these. So Melik, that's even better. 23 versus reflex.
That will also hit.
They rolled not as well, so you will take 5 lightning and radiant damage, and your friends take 5 more each. Alestrin and Rizwin. And the last one will do really good. He rolled a 19. So I feel like I've never done this damage to Monty before. Melik, 9 more lightning damage.
Ooh, my.
Rizwin and Alestrin, 5 more each.
Jeez.
Ow!
I am bloodied.
Just curious, how's everyone doing?
Ow!
I am down to 14 out of 33 hit points, and I did remember that those 7 temporary up on top.
Oh.
Well, those should be
Those
gone,
go
right?
away.
Those were gone.
I think they're
I
gone.
don't think you took a rest.
We didn't
Yeah,
take a rest. We just kind of wandered out of the room.
But they stick
Yeah,
around until
I'll-
you rest? I thought they ended at the
Well,
end of the encounter.
Rizwin used a healing surge, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mine reset.
In
Okay.
that case, I am down to 7 hit points out of 33.
But Monty didn't take a rest.
Monty didn't take a healing
Surge. So I think he
I'll
might still have
allow
one.
it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm at
All right.
14.
All right. I believe next in the order is Acrid has seen all of this happen.
Yeah, Acrid is going to use Inspiring Word so that Melik can use a healing surge and regain an additional 4 hit points.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that is... Okay, she just has to be within 5, so I guess Acrid will move a little bit No, not too much closer, because Acrid also doesn't want to get lightninged.
Mhm.
So there, that's it.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, you guys should all just cluster together into one big interconnected lightning chain. All right, that was Acrid. Olestrin, you were next to the corner. You thought you were safe because you could not see the lizard folk, but somehow Melik has just discharged like 15 points of lightning damage into you. How are you feeling?
Not pleased at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to determine whether I rested or not because it's hit points versus encounter powers back, and I think I'm going to say that I did rest. So I have my.
Okay.
We didn't rest, though, did we?
Yeah, because I reset everything thinking that we spent long enough for somebody to use a healing surge.
We
so.
could have rested.
Rizwin did, clearly. I guess the question was, Rizwin sat and rested quietly while perhaps the others of you were
Okay.
studying corpses or whatnot. So I think
Oh, okay.
let me just wait.
All right.
I will allow each of you to decide whether you have those 7 temporary hit points or whether you have your encounter powers. It's up to you. Basically, I guess we can retcon that if you wanted to keep your 7 temporary hit points, you had to jog in place to keep your heart rate up. I am being very generous here to try and not help you all get murdered. So, Olestrin.
Yeah. So if I were to take up residence in this square right above Rizwin here, would I be able to see any of these lizard folk?
Do you have something that like ignores cover or anything?
I do, but I feel like if I'm back here, I should be able to see past this corner to at least maybe this lizard folk in the bottom right.
Let's say yes, because I hate that part of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right.
Let's everybody get out some string and
Protractors.
I believe yes.
Let's see.
I think it is if a line drawn from that corner can get to 2 corners of the enemy square without passing through a wall, which it totally could, you're good. So the center one you would have a nice line of sight on. It's the one up that is harder, right? Or the
one around the corner to the
Yeah.
west is
Yeah, that
probably
would
out
be
of
hard.
sight.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I want to do? I think what I'm going to do...
Something arrow related, I would suggest. It's your
Yeah.
go-to.
But I would have to... I'd have to use my move to get up there to take the shot.
Mm.
I'm trying to preserve some move so I can get away from the lightning rod up there with his orb.
Can we split the move in 4?
Nah, not in 4.
Nope. I mean, you're, you have crazy range. You could probably stand on the far back wall of this passageway and fire arrows at them with no disadvantage. And the key is just don't be close to your friends. You have seen lightning go from somebody to somebody 2 squares away.
Right. But lightning also has pretty good range, as I recall.
It's great. It's real good.
It hits the ground from all the way up there in the sky.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just delightful.
So, for the sake of safety,
Mm-hmm.
because I kind of got shot up there pretty good,
Yeah,
I'm
all
going
your
to-
fillings are buzzing.
I'm going to make a nimble strike, which means I can shift 1 square before I make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to shift up to here.
You're like strafing now.
Yes,
And then-
exactly.
So you shift over there. Is this an encounter power or an at will?
No, it's an at will.
Okay, so you could be doing this all the time.
I could, but then I still got to save move to get out of the way.
Yes.
So yeah, I shift up the corner here, and I will shoot at. Let's do the guy right in the middle.
Seems like he might be your Corey.
It does seem like that, doesn't it? But I'm not sure that I can make it my quarry right now because it's a minor action and I'm in the middle of my standard action.
Okay.
So it seems
like that. Okay.
it seems like cheating. All right. So 1 shot. Ugh, it's garbage. It's a 15 versus AC.
That will not hit this lizard folk.
Well, it's a good thing I took that short rest then, because I'm going to retake that shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's better. That's a 26 versus AC.
That definitely hits.
Okay, it does 16 points of damage.
Okay. That is not good for him. Had this lizard folk already taken damage from somebody, or did I get that wrong?
I don't
They
think
have not
anybody's
taken damage from anybody.
Yeah.
No.
So, sorry. For some reason, I had him slightly down and not his friends down. I don't know. That was weird. So, I'm sorry. You said 16.
Maybe he tripped and stumbled on
Correct.
his way in this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is somebody closer to me, so I don't get.
Right.
Yeah, never mind on that. And so, having done that, I still have a move action, and what I'm going to use is invigorating stride.
Ooh.
Kind of a strut.
Yes, which allows me to shift 3 squares. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Can I still see the lizard folk from there?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Okay, they can
You
see
got
me
no
then.
eyes.
If I step over here, I'm standing on corpses, but
They're providing natural camouflage.
that's right.
You know? Yeah, plus once you're a corpse, you'll just lie. You'll be neatly organized.
All right,
Corpses are conductive, right?
are they visible to me from here?
I couldn't tell you. You're so far away. What do you think?
I'm scared. I'm gonna go there anyway.
All right. Someone's
Oh,
drawn a line.
someone's
Looks
drawn a
like
line.
no.
All right.
Who is the
And,
line drawn?
that allows-
Explain yourself.
I don't know. Whoever's green, I think it's Sarah.
Okay.
I drew the line. It's 55 feet away.
And it looked like it went through a corner, so we're gonna say that you would be hard to see.
Cool. Well, since I took my invigorating stride, that allows me to take my second
Okay.
win, so I'm going to get some hit points
Yeah,
back.
just breathe deeply when you're in a pile of corpses. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, and before I did that, I would like to make that guy my quarry
Okay.
for the next time. And I'm done.
So, Rizwin, you are next to Melik. You have taken a great deal of electrical damage for someone who has not actually been targeted with an attack.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
have anything that goes that far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Nope, that's not moving.
At some point, someone's going to need to jump over these pits.
I'm gonna.
Ooh. I like jumping.
I'm short. I can't actually do that. So I'm gonna back up. And I'm gonna. Yeah. Second wind is per encounter or per day?
Per encounter.
Encounter.
Per encounter, and I believe even as a dwarf, you can do it as a. Am I remembering correctly? Dwarves can do something as a minor action with second wind.
Oh yes, I can use my second wind as a minor action. And using a second wind just gives me a healing surge, right?
It also gives you a temporary bonus to your defenses.
Great. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna let's see. Take a healing surge, temporary bonus to my defenses. What's the bonus?
I believe +2 for a turn.
Great. And at that point, I really don't have a lot else I do, but I am actually going to cast Healing Word. Oh wait, no. Dwarven Resilience. Can I use a minor action as a standard action? Like,
And
yes,
I think you can, yeah.
yes, you
Great.
could. So you could, if you didn't take a standard action, you could do 2 minor actions. Totally.
okay, I am going to cast Healing Word on Melik.
Oh,
So Melik can heal.
Oh, thanks. What happens?
I'm going to roll 1d20 plus, let's see.
1d20?
No.
Like that would be an
Oh,
amazing
never mind.
healing spell.
1d6, sorry. You get an extra point.
surge
Plus
plus
one.
one. Surge plus one.
Plus 1. Surge plus 1.
Oh, surge +1. Okay, thank you.
Malik is unfamiliar with the way healing works because usually he never takes damage.
This is, I think, the first time I've been damaged, and now I'm back to full.
Great.
Oh, wow.
It does
great.
not take long to heal a wizard back up to his
Yeah.
measly starting hit points.
Well, that's great.
So you should just stay there. You're totally safe, Malik.
Yeah, this worked out great.
Rizwin, you're all set?
I'm all set.
Malik, speaking of pre-existing conditions, what's up with you?
I'm going to try that hypnotism again on the center lizard.
It'll be great if it works.
No, look at the orb. Look at the orb. The swirling. I need you to look at the swirling.
Uh-oh, Flessa starts staring at the orb.
10.
Oh
versus
no,
Will.
critical fail.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
Would you like to take an action point?
Oh, you do have an action point.
you do have an action point, and you're gonna get another one if you live.
All right, I'll do an action point.
That's
Try
true.
it
You can
again.
only ever use one action point during a fight, so if you've got one here, you
All
might
right.
as well
Yeah.
use it.
I will shake the orb.
Yeah, Magic 8 Ball style.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. 22 versus Will.
Okay, that is much, much better. So tell me what happens to that lizard folk.
Hypnotism. Choose one of the following effects. I choose you slide the target up to 3 squares.
All right.
I would like it 2 squares straight towards us. I think he gets a save or something if I move him off a cliff.
All right. He is going to attempt to. I don't know if he would if he was hypnotized, but I mean, I think mechanically he does. Flavor-wise, I don't think he does. He fails. So Monty, tell you what. Can you roll me 2d10 falling damage for him, and we'll say a d8 of spike damage.
5.
Wow. Okay, that's very low.
Yeah, but so is he in a pit.
All right. So he is in trouble. He is bloodied and in a pit. And
these guys bloody easily.
I mean, I guess you don't necessarily know that he's bloodied in a pit because he's in a pit, but you saw him go down a pit. I mean, you guys hit him many times and then he fell down a pit. So, Melik, what would you like to do next?
I would like to move over here.
All right.
So long, jerks.
Bravely take cover. Flessa.
All I saw was my boss get hit with a bunch of sparkle ouchie pain. And people shooting things. What should I do, boss? I look at both of my bosses. Because I could jump over there to the middle part, but I haven't actually seen it yet. So I don't know that Flessa has that smart of a plan.
We also don't know what's over here. It could be more
Very true.
shockers.
I think we should try to get rid of those lizard folk before any of us start jumping 15 feet.
That sounds like a great idea.
At the same time, I will just say I think it does, but the idea of Flessa jumping over pits and then just getting to the other side and stabbing everybody so they stop shocking us, also not bad.
Sounds pretty great.
Not bad.
5,
Yeah,
6,
true.
7, 8. Yeah, because I can only, like my normal range with a dagger is only 5 squares. I can throw it 10 squares, but then it's a -2 penalty.
So
right?
let me suggest this. So Peter is probably going to run out and attack them and try to do a divine challenge, or my divine challenge. My range is too small, but I think if I succeed with my javelin attack, if I hit them, then one of those 2 guys is going to be subject to my divine sanction. So at least one of them is going to attack me and not you, even if you try to jump over there.
See, and I only have enough movement to get as far as like the middle and then scooch off to one side and hide, assuming there's nothing else there. I wouldn't be able to attack from there immediately anyway.
That might be tactically pretty useful, though. Also, I think you were dealing with the challenge of, like, Melik and Alestrin are well set up for range. Other people are probably going to need to close the distance, or we just watch them fight each other for like 5 more rounds. But what would an adventurer do?
I say parkour your way over there.
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to...
I concur.
All right, so I'm going to run over, and I'm just going to use my standard action, drop it down to a move action so that I can run and jump. And while I know what page the jumping rules are on, I don't actually have my book right with me. But I know that I need to roll something.
What is it?
Is it athletics or is it acrobatics? Because Monty specifically said parkour, so I would probably be wanting to not like jump straight over the pit, but like run at it from an angle, bounce off this wall,
Prince
and
of Persia style,
ricochet
along the wall.
Yeah, ricochet back.
So,
Roll a d20, divide it by 5,
All right.
and that's how many squares you jumped. And it's an athletics check.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah. See, that's the thing. Athletics is not ideal.
Well, so you'd need to get a 15 to clear 3 squares, right?
Okay, which I did.
Oh, okay.
I got like a 18 plus 9.
Okay.
So
you just wanted
more
to
than
do,
enough.
you wanted something gratuitous.
Yeah, well, basically, because Flessa doesn't just jump straight across. She hops from here, like bounces off the wall, lands over here, and then runs this way. What do I see when
now that you have landed on this little walkway between the 2 pits, let me tell you what you can see.
Okay.
It's to my right, to Flessa's left. So off to the right, there is a closed door set into kind of an alcove, but right where Flessa landed, there is an open door that you can, the doors are ajar. It looks like there's something behind them right where you are.
All right. Can I? Because I want to get far enough, like, over that I'm crouched out of the way.
How many squares of movement do you have left?
Let's see. From where I started, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 more squares from this spot.
Do you want to move through these doors?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
You move through these doors. You find yourself in basically a closet full of corpses.
Ooh, the corpse closet. I found it, you guys.
We can't
All
hear
right.
you.
Good news. Good news, everybody.
Do any of them look like they're named Rutherford Umbrus?
Ask them.
Flessa knows where the bodies are kept now.
hard to ascertain in the heat of battle. All right. Was that your turn?
That is,
Flessa?
yeah, because since in 4th edition you can't break up movement,
Yeah.
I can't stop to like use an action point and attack.
Yeah.
So I'm going
You
to...
could theoretically take an action point now if you wanted to do something else.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have another
then you
action
wouldn't be
to
in cover.
crouch back and cover. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just staying put.
All right, Peter Dragonforge. How is your athletics?
Terrible.
You're a
You
paladin.
may know me from falling in garbage and sewers.
He's got a weight bench in the
Sewers.
basement, but he never uses it.
Shouldn't there be like a minimum threshold that you have to do like a certain number of like pull-ups to get into paladin school? I don't know how it
and I
works.
hit the exact minimum, which is why my athletics modifier is
and then
0.
you have not kept up with it since
No,
then.
once you graduate, you don't have to
No.
do those
I am
stupid things.
again. It's charm. That Peter's all about the charm, diplomacy, intimidation. Those are his skills.
Mhm. You're gonna try and use diplomacy in this situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna move out here. Can I see one of those guys from here? And
I'm gonna say they have cover.
is there no place I can go where they would not
Because-
have cover?
No, they're smart. They're hanging out behind the corners, especially since they saw what happened to their friend that did not have cover.
Okay. Well then, I don't love that.
Just a little bit of cover. It's good. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm terrible at the javelin anyway. I'm basically useless.
You're not
here.
going to get better by not throwing javelins, Peter.
Does anybody need to be healed? Anybody want to take a healing surge? I can do a lay on hands, and you can go up health wise. Or is everybody okay?
Oh, we're fine.
Accurate also has healing still available.
Maybe Bahamut will guide your javelin or something.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
all
you
right.
could do it like with a little bit of heroic effort.
Does your divine challenge only work when you hit, or is it when you just attack?
So I have a divine challenge minor action, but that's a burst 5, so it's too far away.
Oh, gotcha.
But,
Okay.
But I have a standard action attack that will let me mark them.
Is it a ranged attack? Possibly.
It is it works as a ranged attack. Yes. What is the range on a javelin, by the way? Are they in range of my javelin, Tony?
10, or you'll take a penalty at 20.
So that's much
Or
better
up
than
to-
my dagger.
Yeah, it's much better than dagger.
Oh yeah, I'm in range. Okay, great.
Yeah, totally. This is a situation built for a javelin.
All right.
Weird.
Well, I'm gonna throw one of my javelins, which are so rarely used, and here we go.
Which guy are you hitting?
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Okay.
And
Do you want to give that one a name?
Lefty?
Bottomy?
Left shock.
18.
Left shock, yes.
I rolled an 18, Tony.
Yay!
I will tell you that his armor class is a little bit better than an 18.
All right.
So he evades, and your javelin clatters onto the stones behind him
And
in an easily recoverable place.
all right, and then I will issue a actually, I was going to issue a fake divine challenge that is because it's out of range and just to intimidate them, and I am going to do that, and I'm going to roll intimidation and be like, if you continue to fight us, you will be cursed, and all the wrath of Bahamut, the dragon, will fall upon you, and that's a 13 intimidation. So there,
They don't seem that intimidating.
it's fine. I had something for me to do, and I'm standing there.
Yes. All right.
So do you
they're
get to mark
next.
it-
Great
do you get to-
news for lizard people.
Does Peter get to mark them just for attacking, or is that only if you hit?
Only if I hit.
All right. Well, the only person that they can see is Peter Dragonforge.
I feel like
So-
that maybe the lizard folk on the right can see me.
I think they're going to be focused on Peter.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to establish what I get to do next turn.
Peter says under his breath, I'm the tank, I'm the tank, I'm the tank, I'm the tank.
Back.
They fire lightning at Peter. Targets your reflex. 18 versus reflex.
Oh, that'll hit.
And 12 versus reflex.
That will not hit.
All right. The attack that hits does but 6 lightning and radiant damage, and there's nobody close enough to you to discharge lightning into.
Indeed.
This lizard folk spends his turn climbing out of the pit. Why would he climb out on that side?
Target.
Seems like a poor choice. Acrid.
Acrid. Does anybody need healing still? Because I
They
know
turned me
that the
down.
lightning hit multiple people.
But we didn't want healing from you.
I feel like
I got that sense.
if Georgia was here, she would probably try to jump over the pit. But I don't want to do that because, like, Acrid's. Well, let's see. What is Acrid's athletics?
Probably pretty
I mean,
good,
it's not-
right?
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's a plus 10.
Oh, man.
10 is
Good.
good. No,
Yeah.
Erica, 10 is very
Acrid's
good.
got to leap into the
All
fray,
right.
I think. Enough of this commander strike
right.
stuff.
Like, plus
So-
10 to any of your skills is, like, amazing.
2. Okay, 3.
Like, plus 2 is like, meh, you're okay at it. Plus 5 is like, you're pretty good at it. Anything 10 or above? I mean, how many of your scores do you have more than 10 to?
Well, not very many now that you say
Okay,
it.
yeah, those are the
4.
things that you
1,
are, like,
2,
the best
3.
Yeah, Monty, but yours are,
4.
like, books, also
Yeah.
books again.
History, religion. Here I come.
Yeah.
All right. And her speed is only 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when she hits the other side, she'll have 2 more squares of movement, assuming she does. Let's roll. That's a 15. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
We won't tell Georgia about this.
Uh-uh.
About the time you almost but did not kill her character.
Yep. And she gets to hear, but actually she doesn't want any more movement because she's just going to stand there and look menacing. Oh, wait. Dragon Breath is a minor action. So she's going to throw up.
Wow. A dragon emerges
visual
from
is
around the
fantastic.
corner, leaps across, and immediately shoots acid at this guy who just climbed up out of a
Vomits.
pit.
Yeah.
Vomits
That's
acid.
amazing.
Bloody,
This
sad.
guy just crawled out of a pit and you're gonna vomit acid on him?
Yes.
This is
He's had
his
a bad
house.
day.
Welcome to
And that
Under
is-
Mountain, dude.
And that is
Put you in that pit for a reason.
He lives
Get
here.
back down there.
Yeah.
it's an
this is
18
his
versus
house.
his
reflex.
What was that, Erica?
18 versus reflex.
Welcome to the corpse closet, dude.
His reflex is 19. He narrowly avoids the acid vomit,
Wow.
but looks terrified. Some of it gets on his loincloth. I don't really know what lizard folk fashion is.
I hope it's not a loincloth.
Yeah, then Acrid's just going to, make herself as big as possible and say, "You
That's-
hurt my
that's-
friends."
That's very big, is my understanding.
Yeah.
All right. I think
Bad.
you guys have changed it from just a shooting fight into a I don't know what fight, acid vomit fight. It's not just a pitcher's battle. Sports reference for you. A Lestrin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can see this guy that's standing out on the walkway. So.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think that was a poor choice that he made. But
was.
I figured he was slightly closer to that side, and when you have to climb across a pit full of spikes,
So wait.
you should take the shortest distance.
Let me set the stage here. So he got hypnotized into a pit where he was bloodied. He climbed out of
Yeah.
the pit, and a giant dragonborn leaped across and tried to vomit acid at him. And they
He
just
may not have realized which side of the pit he was climbing up at that point.
in this moment where he's like, "I am really fortunate that the acid didn't get me." Arrows fly out of the darkness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just wait till you see what comes rolling out of the closet. All right, so I'm gonna let's see here. I'm gonna twin strike him. I think
He is still your quarry.
he is still my quarry. Thanks for reminding me. I actually remembered. So I knock up an arrow and I say, "I've got a shocker for you,"
Oh no.
Wow.
and I get a critical fail.
No one hears Alestrin because Alestrin's very far away.
Yes. And it's muffled by the natural sound dampening of a pile of corpses
Yes.
that I'm standing
Yeah.
on.
The natural sounds.
That first one went awry.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? How far away is he from those next guys? Within 5 squares
Oh,
of
yes.
that enemy?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
They won't even have cover from that angle, right?
I don't think so.
That's an interesting point.
True.
Boing.
Wait, it's a rebounding shot, not like trick shot.
Yeah, that's
I
a
like
trick
it.
shot.
So,
Never play snooker with Elestrin. That's all I'm saying.
hey, guess what I got again?
A critical fail.
Another critical fail,
No.
back-to-back ones.
Wow.
All right, well, that arrow didn't do so hot, but I do
That's
have
what
one
happens,
more.
listeners. That's what happens when you use dice and not dice by PCalc.
I feel like
that's
I
right.
feel like my shirt is very appropriate right now. For listeners, I'm wearing a shirt with a D20 that has a 1 on it, and it says, I tried.
One of the
Yeah.
stripes in your rainbow. is,
Alestrid accidentally knocked the
transparent.
first arrow backward, and then he was so like embarrassed by that he did that with the second arrow.
Yeah, that one's pretty garbage, too. That's only a 14 versus AC.
You are striking out. Usually Alestrin's arrows fire true, but it turns out being in a pile of corpses might be bad for the strings. I should have learned a little bit more about archery.
Yeah, so I say, I told you you'd be shocked. And then
Nope.
I take one step back, so I'm out of view.
No one hears it.
I hear it.
Rizwin, how's your athletics? Not pit jumpy.
I have 4 in athletics. I could potentially do that, but my move speed is 5, and where I am right now, I'm not entirely certain I'd be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could use 2 moves to attempt it, but then you just get on the other side of the pit, and you would not be able to attack.
And
And there's also the challenge of with your score, you have the chance that you would
short.
just fall into, which is that does that mean you have further or less far to fall when you fall down a pit?
I'm dense.
Yeah. So I just
There's more force.
That's not necessarily good when it's the force of you hitting a spike.
No, it's not. In that particular case, I am going to goodness.
Is he in range
Interesting.
of Sacred
You know what
Flame?
I'm gonna do? I am going to move here real quick, and I guess that's what I do. And I'm gonna cast Cause Fear on this guy.
Shouldn't be that hard.
I don't
And-
remember what Cause Fear does, but yeah, he
Ooh.
seems susceptible to it. If this is fifth edition, I'd give you advantage because he has seen some things.
Oh no, I only hit a 9. This is really terrible. These rolls are awful. 9 versus will.
His will is a little bit better than that, as established by Melik's repeated hypnotism.
And I can't re-roll that.
Unless you
Curses.
have an action point and would like to attempt that attack again.
I do have an action point, and I would love to do that.
Do it. No time
Great.
like now. Roll higher.
24 versus will.
That'll do it. So tell us what Cause Fear does to this poor lizard folk.
So the target is compelled to take a free action to move as far away from me as it can, moving a number of squares equal to its speed plus my charisma modifier, which is 2. It avoids hindering terrain and difficult terrain if it can.
If it can. The lizard folk turns to run from you, apparently forgetting that it was on the edge of a pit that has already got, like an inch of his blood in it.
It's not forced movement either, so it provokes opportunity attacks.
Okay. So let's find out. I'm going to roll a d20 to see if if the lizard folk runs into the pit or not. So he gets basically a saving throw to decide whether he falls in the pit or not.
Okay.
He does not make it. So, Acrid, first off, the lizard folk took a step away from Acrid, so Acrid gets a melee basic on the lizard folk.
See,
He's just about to descend into the pit. Gravity is just about to take effect, and she's going to take a
He's
swipe
got
at
one
it.
foot in the pit. The other foot is not yet in the pit. He's realized his mistake.
26 versus AC.
Please roll damage, Acrid.
Acrid's like, batter up.
Yep.
He looks at Acrid. Wait, I'm about to fall. Could you just
That is 10 points of damage.
Sorry, say the number again.
10.
That's not good. Sarah, can you roll 2d10 falling damage and then a d8 of spike damage? I think, is that what I had you do, Monty?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 19.
Yeah. Oh, oh no. Oh no. He lands face first and he's not good.
Not moving.
No, there's a really bad kind of sound of wet and then the sound of a skull scraping against a spike.
Oh dear.
It's not good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Favor of the Gods on Alestrin so he can re-roll things.
Neat.
Okay.
And then
Everybody loves Alestrin re-rolling things.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Let's lengthen that turn, people.
Rizwin, are you all set? Where
I'm
you?
done. I've
yeah,
moved.
Melik.
I've done a standard action. I've done a minor.
All right. One lizard shocker is dead. Melik, what will you do?
I will walk to here, and
Mhm.
I believe that I can see this guy who is 10
I believe so.
squares away. I will look at him, and I will tell him to let his breathing slow, to picture a beautiful field. 22 versus Will. Why don't you just take a couple steps forward in that beautiful field, pal?
Poppies.
He fails. So he walks into the pit.
19 points of damage.
Oh. I like these guys.
We don't.
I'm gonna say he's right there. All right. Melik, anything else?
No.
Flessa, you're in a corpse closet.
Yeah. I guess I don't. From this angle, I don't really have a running. Do I have a running start to kind of jump diagonally across?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think a running start just means you needed like 2 squares of movement before you
Yeah.
hit the pit.
1,
So-
2.
So you can take 2
3,
steps back and 2 steps forward, and
4, 5.
And then
we're
opposite
cha-chaing.
subtract. Oh.
Yeah,
Reference
I'm just wondering if that
Mhm.
my trajectory means that I have to sort of land over on this side.
You
of
could
the
land
pit.
there and then throw a dagger at lefty, or land there
Yeah.
and charge lefty.
1, 2. I don't think Flessa has ever charged anything ever. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Strictly
Pays
cash.
cash.
Strictly
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
cash,
definitely
yeah.
within.
she's a credit risk.
It's true. It's so true. All right.
Yeah, the change purse full of polished stones was the first hint.
I got a 25 on my check to
Athletics.
leap.
So you
So I basically did the same thing.
effortlessly wall run across the pit.
Whee!
And over the
Um,
top of the lizard folk
Yeah,
who's down at the
yeah,
bottom.
you get a good look at the lizard folk who is angry and in the pit.
I wave at him as I slide by.
Let me
And
just reveal more of what you
Yeah.
can see as the first person to cross the pit.
6 more lizard
Flessa.
folk.
So, Flessa,
hope
you're in
not.
a hallway. There's a pit in the middle of it. There is a doorway off to the east and a doorway off to the west. There's an alcove by the doorway to the east, and it seems to have just like a huge collection of kind of like planks and bridge like pieces of wood.
Oh.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to use my action point so I can do another move action, so I can get over up into the face here
Mhm.
of Lefty.
Lefty.
Yep.
Do you have any encounter powers that would let you like shift a bunch of squares before attacking?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I have tumble, but that's another move action, so I might as well just move straight up to him. My acrobatic strike only lets me shift 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to dazing strike
Mm-hmm.
this guy. And that is a 28 versus AC.
Oh yeah.
All right. So he takes, where's my D4? He takes 10 points of damage,
Mhm.
and he is dazed until the end of my next turn. And then I'm going to crouch down and I'm going to low slash at him. And that is a 25 versus reflex.
That definitely hits.
All right. So that does another 10 points of damage plus.
I pictured Flessa as like a Tasmanian devil. It's just a cloud with daggers coming out of it. It's amazing.
Plus 5 more points of damage. And I slide the target 1 square.
Mm.
Oh.
Guess which direction I'm going to slide him.
He's
Sending you over there was the right idea.
Excellent.
This one chooses to fall prone instead of falling in the pit.
Okay, that's fine. He's also slowed until the end of my next turn.
All right, he will just stay there and collect his blood. He is bloodied.
All right. I feel like that was a pretty good use of an action point.
That was a big turn. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Peter,
for-
you're far away, safely on the other side of 2 pits.
Well, I will He's got cover, but I can shoot with my javelin, so I'm just going to do that.
Yep.
So let's see. That is 22 versus AC.
It looks like it's not gonna make it, and then it gets them right in the shin. You ever been stabbed with a javelin in the shin?
No.
Is
really
there any minus for him being prone?
It's the same as cover, I think. I don't know if those stack.
Yes. So I don't know.
They
if
wouldn't
stack
stack.
or not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
He's less covered because he's prone
Mhm.
now at the edge of
Yeah.
the pit. So
That's
all
Roll
right.
me javelin damage.
8 javelin damage, and he is now marked.
What? You're all the way over there.
That's just how it happens because it is magic.
Talk to
All right.
Bahamut, man.
All right. Well, it is his turn. So what will they do?
One thing and one thing only, because he's dazed.
He's dazed. He's on
Yep.
the ground. He can't, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he attacks anybody but me from there, 7 damage.
Well, I guess he this is real bad. Also, I feel like probably a bunch of things that he would do might provoke Flessa.
Lots of things provoke Flessa.
Yeah.
All right. So he is going to fire a special attack while he's still got life in his veins. Flessa, this provokes a melee basic from you because he's doing a ranged attack on someone far away, and
All
you're
right.
right there. So you get to do a melee basic on him. Let's see if that kills him before he gets to do the thing.
That is only an 18 versus AC.
He's rolling around in his own blood, and you don't connect with him. And
I missed with an attack, so I'm going to use my heroic effort and add +4 to
I
that.
don't know if you can use heroic effort on his turn.
It says trigger, you miss with an attack.
And there's
Or
no
fall.
and no action.
It's a no
Yeah,
action.
it's a no action.
Well, that's valid.
It's very heroic. to kill this poor,
Humans! Let's hear it for the
bleeding,
humans.
dazed lizard folk.
Mhm. Yay, humans.
All right.
Do we want to keep one of these guys alive just to ask him how to get the heck out of here?
You sure are not acting like that.
There's still one in the pit. He's
Yeah,
not
that-
even blooded yet. It's fine.
That guy in the pit is fine. He'll be easy to interrogate.
Now, because my turn has not come around again, I don't get sneak attack damage.
I don't
Is that correct?
think so.
Okay, then it's only 3 points of damage.
Okay. So you clip him in the arm. He's wriggling around in his own blood, and he mutters something in lizard folk, and his staff lights up terrifyingly, and he is going to cast Ball Lightning, which is going to it's going to attack Melik, Rizwin, and Peter because it's a burst over there. So
What?
yeah.
He can't. No. Okay.
Well, he's hitting.
yeah.
Do you want me to draw the square?
Nah, fine.
All right, he's gonna hit the square between Rizwin and Peter, and then it's gonna get you all as well. So, let's do Melik first. 25 versus reflex.
I expect that hits.
Rizwin, 24 versus reflex.
That hits.
Peter, 29 versus
That
reflex.
hits.
Good news, everybody, for Team Lizard. Team Lizard does 6 lightning damage to each of you that just got hit. And as you crackle with electricity, you take ongoing 5 lightning damage until you can safely discharge it, which
How-
is a save.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fair question.
There's a pile of bodies over here. Seems like it'd be a pretty good ground. So
Yeah, so he'll do that. And this guy is going to climb out of the pit.
Oh,
He
boy.
is annoyed. He sees
I
Flessa
thought he was a
here.
lizard folk.
He is
Better
deciding
hide your
which
pizzas.
of his attacks to use against
Referencing
Flessa. You know what, Flessa? I'm
Mhm.
just going to run up behind you and club you. How about that?
I like going clubbing.
Do you like 18 versus armor class?
I do, because it doesn't hit.
What if he uses lizard folk heroic effort?
That's not a thing.
It's correct.
Even Flessa knows that.
It's Acrid's turn.
Acrid is going to jump over this other pit.
Just
Just
going nuts
just
with George's character. What could go
Yep.
wrong?
Let's give that a try, shall we? That's a 16. I'm just making it dramatic. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's exactly the right amount of movement to get over to be right behind this guy.
And flank that guy, huh?
And flank that guy. Yep. So,
Is Akra going to tell Flessa to stab him?
Again, since it's not Flessa's turn again yet, I don't think it's worth it because I don't get sneak attack damage again.
So maybe Akra stabs him with
correct?
the big sword.
Yeah, I think Akra is just going to try to do her Warlord's favor. That's the one she's going to do. And that will be
Go down to the store, get some milk.
28 versus AC.
That definitely hits.
And the damage is 6, 8 is 14, plus 5 is 19 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I rolled really well on the 2d8.
Yeah, I don't like
plus
that.
5. Yep. And one ally within 5 squares gains a +2 power bonus to attack rolls against the target until the end of Akrid's next turn. So that's Flessa.
All right.
Teamwork.
All right. That guy, I forgot to mention, he is very bloodied now. So
many
two
choices.
bloodied, badly damaged lizard folk stand between you and it's unclear what's next. Alestrin.
Hey, how you doing?
I've been better.
Okay.
You used to have 3 lizard folk down to 2, and that's being generous.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You're
Sucks
not
to lose
sorry.
Lizard Folk. Alestrin now thinks that there is enough cannon fodder between him and the enemies that he can safely come out of the shadows. So,
They have names. Malik, Rizwin, Peter.
oh, okay, I'll learn
Cannon
them
fodder
eventually.
for short.
So he's going to come tromping across the pile of corpses again.
You can re-roll that.
Oh god, your boots are awful at this point.
Well, they started out pretty foul. And now that he is within sight of the bloodied lizard folk over here, he's going to make him his quarry.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to shoot 2 arrows at him. Well, he's going to shoot 1 arrow at him. Let's see what happens. Maybe the other arrow will go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
15 versus AC.
That will not hit.
I know I can. So I'm
Thanks,
going
gods.
to. Jeez Louise, 15 versus AC again.
Answer.
Good thing I've got another arrow. That's better. That's a 23 versus AC.
That definitely hits. Roll me damage.
Okay, with my quarry damage, that does 14.
He collapses into the pit.
Neat.
Whee.
Alrighty then. Can I see left chalk over here?
Yeah,
He's on the ground, so it's
He's on the ground,
-2.
so and around the corner. So we're gonna say you have -2 to hit him.
Okay, so if I ignore cover using a neat power of some kind,
Yes.
still -2 because he's prone?
No, I'll give it to you.
All right. Then I will. I will utilize my Bracers of Archery's daily power. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's save that for
Oh,
a situation where it might be more needed. I'm just going to take shots at him,
Mm-hmm.
which, in order to do that, I'm going to have to use my action point. So 2 more arrows at the other guy.
Okay, roll him.
That is an 18 versus AC?
18 misses. These guys are tough.
Let's-
19 is enough. That's what you need.
All right, arrow number 2. That's a 24.
That'll do it. Tell me damage.
7 damage.
He is on his last legs, but he's still there.
Well, I think that's all I can do, so...
Rizwin, can you do anything about this one last lizard folk on the ground around the corner from you?
And
I
also
have-
Across
also
2 pits.
lightning damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
What
turn
do
by
I
taking
roll
some-
for lightning damage?
Take 5 lightning damage. At the end of your turn, you can roll a d20. You got to get a 10 or above to shake it off. Shake it off.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Was a bad joke not appropriate?
That's right.
There's, unfortunately, I don't have anything that.
You can see Flessa standing next to somebody on the ground. You're probably he'll be dead soon.
She's probably thinking that poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Unless somebody tells me to leave him alive to ask questions. But so far, nobody has said that.
Do we want to do that? That's a great question.
Leave Lefty alive? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Is there any way I can like yield my turn?
Yep.
Great. Then I'm going to shout at Flessa, kick his staff into the pit and disable him, but don't kill him. We need to ask questions.
Fine.
All
You
right.
can always just attack him and do non-lethal
Yes.
damage.
Non-lethal damage.
That was just
Yeah,
that was the theatrical way of saying that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we got it.
And then I roll 1d20 to. I rolled a 3.
You are still taking lightning damage. You still, yeah.
Great.
Your message to Flessa is a little bit garbled because you're shaking with electric.
Ow.
I got the gist.
Yeah.
Although there's plausible
Save it for
deniability.
questioning! Ah!
Lady!
If Flessa accidentally kills him, I've got plausible deniability now, though.
All right. Melik, I believe you also start your turn by taking some lightning damage.
Okay, I will take that lightning damage.
Do you want to do anything on your turn?
Yes.
He's going to hypnotize him again.
Crawl into the pit, non-lethally.
I'm going to wander over here and use magic missile on him non-lethally.
Can you do that?
Yes, I have complete control of where the missile goes.
All right,
So
tell
I
me how
hit him
you
on the back of the head.
It's force
and-
damage, just
you
like a club would do.
non-lethally kill him
Bonks.
with a magic missile.
I'm knocking him out.
Okay.
Perfect magic power.
Precision.
How many people did you accidentally kill while you were building up your expertise in that?
Don't worry about it.
6.
Okay.
They use convicted prisoners in the tower, so we're pretty. And that was before the ethics classes, which honestly in the Wizard Tower are pretty casual.
Yeah, they're like attendance optional kind of
They
thing.
never take attendance
Yeah.
in that class, and it's pass no pass.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah. Melik, how much damage does magic missile do?
8.
That was enough. That is a unconscious lizard folk. What is my symbol here for unconscious? I don't know if I have a good symbol for that.
And don't
You've
forget to
never needed
save.
So, Lefty slumps to the ground, ready to be questioned by you, assuming you have not done significant brain damage to him. Everything is quiet for a moment, and then
Our friends get to save from their lightning damage.
Oh,
the
yeah.
door in the middle of the platform here pops open, and a halfling sticks her head out and says, "What's going on here?" And to find out what is going on here, tune in next time to Total Party Kill. The end. Bye.
Oh.
Will we find out what's going on here?
And let's not forget that Melik needs to save against lightning.
Yes.
Yeah.
we're in the middle of
Will
my
we
turn.
find out what's going on here?
Yeah.
Will Melik remember to save or continue to take lightning damage forever when I retcon it 3 adventures later?
All right.
Who the heck is this halfling? Tune in next time to find out.